because you've said the world will accept how we see ourselves, the expectations we expect and accept about ourselves will come back to us. Do you think that's a problem? Is that a lot of things are negative about the way, the media, about how people are raised, that men can't be emotional, we can't talk about our feelings and things like that. And, your mission is to share the word of like perspiration, perspectives that inspire. You're trying to break that down. Do you think, is that a good way to sort of summarize it? Is that we're shaped by the world, and you're trying to break down that bullshit of, a man has to be tough, can't speak to anybody outside, has to solve all their own problems, that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there's always going to be conditioning, and that's conditioning that's passed generation to generation. What to say it's right, to say it's wrong, I don't know. So there's always going to be conditioning that comes from family. But I think to answer your question, I think we're massively conditioned in the present by social media. And I'm not one to belabor social media because I love social media. I think it is a gift and I think it is amazing. But there's a dark side. And namely, it's like, to your point, it's like we are just hit over the head with, negative stories that other people share. We're hit on the head with expectations based on gender and socioeconomic condition and business and all those kinds of things. We're hit over the head with expectations. And it's no wonder that we consume so much social media and then we pop out the other side and we back those assumptions, both about ourselves and the world around us. So we start to be like, well, yeah, all I hear on social media is how men are dishonest and are pigs. All I hear on social media are women are crazy and this and that, or, I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn and, so if you're not making 500K a year, you're a failure. So there's a lot of input that I think if left unchecked, then yeah, to answer your question, it very much imposes on our view of ourselves. And that's why I'm passionate about mindfulness, because all mindfulness is self-awareness. And all self-awareness is coming back to yourself and asking yourself why. So that when we're faced with, an assumption about the world around us, that everyone cheats or no one is serious about relationships or you have to make a lot of money to be happy, we can question that. We don't let that feeling in. We don't assume that identity without thoroughly questioning it. Because if we don't, then yeah, we're kind of in trouble. We're definitely going to gravitate towards a negative conditioned view of the world. But everyone can practice mindfulness. Everyone can take a step back and, further their self-awareness. And I think that's the greatest gift we have. And I think if we just learn to question that, I think we're going to start to come up with opinions of ourselves and the world around us that are much more positive and much more redeeming, and most importantly, are coming from a place of truth that is our own, rather than a borrowed truth from someone else, a stranger even.